not it.
All right, and we are back. We're back after a long break. This is TNI, That's Not It Pod. I'm your host, No Love Rob, aka Rob B, here with
YK5280, don't forget the 5280.
and
That nigga Vaughn.
and we got a new host today. We got
Hello, I'm Emily.
Thank you. Emily is gonna be added. You know, we need that extra perspective to the show. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the culture, but we don't got the nice touch of a woman here. You know what I mean? To kind of give us that feel and give us another perspective. You feel me? It's just us three guys here. You know, it's sausage fest, pause, sausage fest. But now we got her here to kind of add that touch to the podcast. So I feel like that'll be a good addition. So we're gonna go ahead and start it off here, man. Let's go. First things first, we want to start off with the NFL. It's coming up, preseason next week. We got some good games going on. I see a few on the schedule I'm loving. Packers, Steelers.
Before you even go further, I just want to let you know, we here to let y'all know if it's that's it, or if that's not it, and go ahead. You already know he ain't got to say nothing. Go
Hey,
ahead.
I was about to say that.
No, you ain't gotta say that. Go
Don't
ahead.
say it. Like,
Yeah, go ahead.
Off the famous line.
Go ahead.
Listen, man, Packers, Steelers, and we know it's preseason, but you know we heavy on our sports, so you know what I mean. We gotta start off Packers, Steelers. Who you got? Early picks, early predictions, preseason.
Preseason.
Yep.
No, I got the Steelers.
Steelers. Okay. Raiders, Cardinals. You know I love the Raiders.
I got the Raiders. No.
Nigga, this is preseason.
Yeah, I still got the
It's
Raiders.
cool though. I got
Raiders.
the Cardinals. I got the Cardinals.
That's interesting. Why you got the Cardinals? What make you?
I got the Cardinals.
Interesting. What about the Broncos and the Falcons? I feel like that's a really good matchup, especially with them
Preseason,
displaying
the
their young
Broncos.
their young.
The Broncos got too
talent.
much. The Broncos got positions everywhere. They got first, second, and third string.
What about you, Juan? What you thinking? Preseason Broncos, Falcons. They got the Broncos favorite.
Nigga, the only thing I give a fuck about preseason is Shador proving himself to fucking start. Get this nigga to shine, second string, and let him mentor my nigga. And let Shador start. I don't even understand why we can't announce the starter yet. Why do we have a starting quarterback? Everybody else got a QB1. We don't have a fucking QB1. Shador should start. If he doesn't start, he should be starting by week 2 or 3. But Shador should start off the training camp alone of what them niggas put on film. I understand out of all those days, it was 11 days that Deshaun Watson put up one good day, and it was amazing. I ain't gonna lie, the day that he put up, he had 7 touchdowns.
You was there?
No, they released it, nigga. It's a quarterback competition, so they release everything. So one day that nigga had 7 touchdowns and 0 interceptions.
I gotta say something real quick.
Everything else, he was like 3 interceptions and hella bad completions and shit.
I gotta chime in. Look, I got this stain on my shorts, y'all. It was from the chicken. You know, I had to hold my son's shit.
Niggas
Just so
and
y'all
chicken.
know, I ain't pee on myself on this couch. Go ahead.
But yeah, Shador should start. I feel like that will put us in the best position to be successful.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that though. I agree with that, especially since like why you holding them back? I don't understand what they're holding
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
because they paid Deshaun $46 million.
I mean, but so
Nigga.
what? I mean,
No,
you
and
made
again,
that.
I don't even
And
say
you
it like
drafted
that
Shador.
because I fuck with Shador. Shador.
In the 5th round, though.
I fuck with
They
Deshaun.
got him in the 5th
especially
round.
when he was in
It's
Houston.
like
When he
it's
was in
the
Houston,
second
I fuck with him even more. But the fact that what he put on film, how he go about it, and the shit that he been doing in training camp is just at this point, maybe the offense is for you. Cause I truly believe this nigga can still play, just not with us. I feel like, truthfully, my dream scenario was we gonna trade this nigga for Justin Jefferson, and we gonna give him 2 first-round picks. And that was my dream scenario. Then he go to Minnesota. He go with the brightest offensive mind of Kevin O'Connell. Get back right with that nigga. Give us Jay Jetta so we can get out our.
Why does it not sound like you're rooting for the Browns? Like why would you trade Shador?
No, I'm talking about Deshaun.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what the hell?
No,
Okay.
no.
I'm sorry.
Deshaun. Get
Okay.
Deshaun. Get Shador the starting role.
You're not getting 2 first-round picks for Deshaun.
No, we're giving up 2 first
You're
round
gonna give. Okay, cool.
Deshaun and 2 first-round picks for Jay Jetta.
3.
Yeah, I think that's still going to happen, but they need him to play at least 2 games to go crazy.
Oh, they do need him to play.
I just feel like
They
Kevin
need to bring up
O'Connell,
his draft
Kevin
stock.
O'Connell has proven
I mean, trade
year
stock.
and year and time
Still
and
going
time
down
again that he's the brightest mind in NFL football. The nigga that's right under him is Sean McVay, but it's Kevin O'Connell. No matter what quarterback you get this nigga, except for J.J. McCarthy, and no matter what running back you get, it's just off of that.
He was
Like
his first shot.
everybody else, this nigga has won. This nigga made Casey Keenum look good. The nigga made Kirk Cousins look good. This nigga, like, who had What was Sam Darnold?
Sam
Not the
Sam Darnold did good last year.
No.
But one could argue.
He
One
went
could argue that he
the
turned
reason
into that.
why. What was the reason why y'all went and got Sam Darnold?
Even before,
Because-
No, he
he
wasn't.
played in
He played in
Minnesota.
Carolina and he played in the Jets.
Hold
and he
on,
was
but
good.
don't do that. Because when he was in Carolina, he showed
crazy.
flashes. He did show
He showed flashes, but
Yeah.
did they make the playoffs?
No, but I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
you put him
When
in
he
and
first made the
showed-
playoffs, who was the team he made the playoffs with?
We know already. Okay, Minnesota. but I'm just
Okay,
saying,
then.
though,
Winning his first winning
know-
record, who was that team?
it was Minnesota.
Okay, okay. No. When he had his best touchdown to interceptional ratio, what was that team?
He was
And it
under-
wasn't the team he just won the
He
Super Bowl
was
with.
under Kevin.
All right.
But
Okay
Watch
then.
this.
So time and time again, Kevin O'Connor has proven himself to be the best offensive mind.
Sam Darnold has
Actually,
proven-
I take that back. Cause
coming out of USC, he
no,
has
no,
proven
no,
he's been
no,
good.
no. I take that back. Let me stop. Cause can't nobody touch Andy Reid's playbook. But other than Andy Reid's playbook,
Kubiak.
Kevin O'Connor.
Don't do that.
Kevin O'Connor.
Kubiak got a hell of a
Kevin
playbook,
O'Connor.
but he ain't.
Look,
We gonna get you.
I'm-
He
in
ain't no
next
Andy
second.
Reid. Come on,
I'm
man.
I'll put it like this. Look,
What's
I'll
up
put it
there?
like
Kubiak
this.
ain't no Andy Reid. Stop it.
Well, I'm from San
I'll put it
Diego,
like this.
so when I was born in
Justin
San Diego,
Herbert, baby.
the Chargers still played for San Diego.
Let's
so
go.
That was like my parents' team.
My boy Justin Herbert.
So since then, none of us have really been interested.
I was
in
gonna
football
ask you,
since
yeah.
they sold.
Yeah. Okay.
It's cool though. You can root for Justin Herbert. South Central Los
Are you a
Angeles.
San Diego fan?
She's
She
a
was a
Chargers
Chargers
fan,
fan.
but they
Chargers.
moved him. Yeah.
But since they
Are
moved
you from
to
San Diego?
Yeah, I was born there.
Oh, okay.
As we speak of Shador, how you got it, man? The Browns 1.5 favorites in this game versus the Bears at home in Chicago. You got the Browns on the road. Man, from everything, it looks like Shador may start, but
No,
we
they
don't
say-
know Deshaun.
They say he's gonna take most of the first team reps.
Yeah,
So if that's the case, the nigga should shine.
he should.
Every time he ran with the ones in training camp, the nigga shine.
Man,
Every time he ran with the twos, he did better than other people running with the twos.
and he throws a beautiful pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Shador, man, when it comes to putting touch on the football, it's insane. It's insane.
But I do want to touch
Who
on
you
something.
got, though? You ain't
I
give
just
me a
want to touch
pick.
on something. No. Browns are going to win. I'm not going to get. But while we're on the NFL topic, today, the Lions just made Jameer Gibbs the most paid running back in the NFL. How y'all feel?
Okay, he's the
Worth
best,
it.
Yeah, he's the best
He-
running
he's
back.
the
in the
best
Worth
league.
running
it.
back?
Yes.
Okay. That's all.
Hands down. Derrick
Yeah,
Henry.
so-
Hey,
no,
fantasy,
Bijan
you already know
Robinson.
fantasy.
Okay.
Bijan is the most talented, but he's not
No.
the best.
Bijan got his contract and then Jim McGurk got his. All right. Now I want y'all to pick your brains on this one. They talking about he should be getting 300 carries a season. Now,
Now, where's the running back down? I wouldn't do it.
No, they got a two-headed monster. Why would they do that?
Isaiah Pacheco, yeah, they got him.
Mhm.
But
No, I'm talking. Are you talking about?
yeah, David Montgomery is in Texas now.
So who got Isaiah Pacheco now?
The
Lions?
Yeah, he's backing up Bijan.
So they're gonna go
Jameer.
crazy. They're gonna go super crazy.
But
Because I always
my
thought
thing-
Isaiah
my
Pacheco
thing
was
is
good.
they're talking about they're predicting the 300 carry, but I'm glad you said that because Shady McCoy spoke. No, it wasn't Shady. It was T.J. Husmanjada. He spoke on it and was saying,
TJ got it.
yeah,
Hoshin Mazzol.
Ezekiel Elliott came in the league, taking the lead by storm. They start giving this nigga 300 to 400 carries, and this
And where's the running back down immediately? It's a proven count. Running back carries, it goes into the play and the length and lifespan of your running back.
Yeah.
It's a major thing. Literally, Maurice Claret coming out of Ohio State used to count carries, and literally in college he had it down to a science. Like a running back cannot take too many carries a season. It shortens your lifespan in your career.
Yeah, same thing that's about to happen in KC with
You're
Kenneth
off-
Walker going to KC.
You're offering.
reason why
you're
he's
He's not
asking
about to
to
take
lose.
that. He's not about to take so many carries.
Who's his backup?
It don't matter.
It don't
He's,
matter.
he's
He
about
got
to take
Patrick
carries, hella carries right now. But when Patrick Mahomes come back, you know Andy Reid trying to put that bitch in the air. He find that bitch out.
But what receiver?
It don't matter, nigga. They won a Super Bowl with Juju Smith-Schuster as their fucking wide receiver one.
All right, next topic here. Man, the Nolan Wells case is heating up. Kid out of Mississippi went on to Horns Island. We got a lot of famous people and celebrities, personalities. They're all talking about it. It's a young kid, 18 years old, former football star. Went out with his friends. They took a boat trip. He happened to be the only black kid on that specific boat that went out with his friends. He didn't make it back, man. His family is wondering. They want answers. His mother, his father. You got other people. Tons of folks are chiming in on this situation. I just want to know what some of my co-hosts think about it and what's been going on. We got this new character though, unlocked new character, Brandon Tatum, Officer Brandon Tatum, a black guy who speaks out crazily about the situation, like, oh, we don't know this, whatever it is though. It just always seems like whatever the case, he's always taking the opposite side of what you think is the right thing. Now, is this guy trolling? We don't know.
What he said?
So for instance, in the Nolan Wells situation, immediately when it happens, Nolan's dead, people are like, Jesus, here we go again. Another black kid goes out with his white friends. He doesn't make it home. Only question we have is, did they murder him? Here comes Officer Brandon Tatum. Oh, we don't know yet. Nolan could have been doing drugs. He could have done this. He could have done that.
And he black.
And he's a black cop.
Well, I think they're just trying to take the race part out of it. Like, you gotta take it.
And that's the problem, is that they always want to take the race out of it, right? You always want to act like that the race don't matter, but let's not forget about Emmett Till and other situations like this where you got black people. Mississippi, the state where it happened at, does not have the best reputation when it comes to dealing with in social justice and black people. And that's what I think the uproar is about. Here we are again with Mississippi, another black person losing their life around a bunch of white people. And I mean, sorry if I'm not, saying this the best, but that's just kind of what people are thinking and the masses are thinking. What, if you know anything, what you think about it? Let's start with YK.
I see both parts. You know what I mean? Like, take the race out of it, of course, but then the state already has history of prior like racist shit going on. Or I wouldn't even say racist stuff going on, but just like fuel between black and white.
Can I say, for the record, we all would love to be able to take race out of it and say, if it's an isolated incident and this is what happened for sure, but you cannot ignore the history in the state of
That's what I'm saying.
Mississippi
So the history,
when it comes to unfair prosecution.
it's like when they say, like, you know what I'm saying, like if they like, oh, somebody got robbed, we don't know, they automatically think it's a black person in certain areas, you know what I mean, because the history shows it's this. So history shows that, you know what I'm saying, white and black people fueled or they got more, the injustice system is more towards white people than black people, and they always try to hide it. That's the history, and that's just what it got to be, you know what I mean? I don't think you can try to hide it, like it has to be that, you know what I mean, like until something comes out. Until something comes out and says that it's not. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
but at the end of the day, it's still like you got a group of white kids. You got a group of white kids that made it, and the black kid did not make it, and nobody's saying nothing. So at the end of the day, it's black and white.
Well, that's why we here and we talking about it, because the more information that comes out, the more we start to understand there's definitely some suspicious activity going on. Now, here we are. Initially, they're saying this kid drowned. But as the coroner released some information that maybe they wasn't supposed to, but there's some sort of red markings, and they found markings around the back of his head that show that, this could have happened possibly before he drowned. That's from the blood, so and then immediately the kids go and lawyer up.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, it don't even have to be. It's probably not like, I don't like him because he's black type shit.
No, it was supposed to be his best friend.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
does the interview saying he's his best friend. He's like a brother.
It's just what they're making it. They're making it a race thing. Like, realistically, like, if they probably got into a fight, boom, this shit happened. Of course, they all gonna look out for each other. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, so they don't.
So you thinking they got into a fight and then they get killed?
And so you said,
I think it was an accidental. I think it was probably like an accidental death. Not accidental to where he fell off the boat, because at that point you're like, oh shit, he fell off the boat. You know what I mean? Then all y'all got, you know what I'm saying? But no, like, I feel like somebody got into it, the nigga ended up killing him, and boom.
Have you, I'm gonna switch over.
Yeah, let's ask Emily.
Let's get over, but I want a couple of things before we get to Emily, so she can have, like, she won't be skewed. I want a couple of things to come out first. So I actually want to come to you, because there's a couple parts you and I, we've been like watching this case. We've been watching how it's moving. There's a couple things I want to come and talk to you about first, because outside of that, we got his point of view, but you could tell he probably hasn't heard the call yet for the CETO. I'm pretty positive you've heard the call to CETO, and so there was a call. There's a phone call made. Okay, so I'm gonna break it down as quick as possible, real quick, right? They believe this kid died between 3:30 and 4:30 p.m. on the 4th of July. So there's a coach who's seen him between 2:30 and 3:30. There's a best friend who's seen him between 3:30 and 4 p.m. And then there's a girl that he was with somewhere around 3:45 to 4:30. At some point, the friends say they left the island at 4 p.m. At some point between 4 p.m. and 4:30 p.m., this kid came up missing. Nobody knew where he was. At 4 p.m., hold on, before I even jump to that, his friends say that he was with the girl. The girls say he was leaving her to go back with his friends. The friends say they were leaving at 4 p.m. At 4 p.m., there's a phone call to something called Sea Tow, where they're asking for them to come tow them because their boat was taking on water.
Oh, no, I heard that phone call.
Meaning that they were sinking. Now, there's a lady on
It's
the
like,
internet.
oh, fuck, he's dead or something like that.
Yeah, I heard the call.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, y'all all heard it. For those of you out here who are familiar with it, what do you think about that Cito phone call at 4 p.m. and then possibly no one ever seeing Nolan again after 4:30 p.m., which is when the friends allegedly left or had been towed from the island? What do you think about that?
So I think he wasn't with the girl. I think
Nigga, you had your turn.
go ahead.
This for you though.
This is for me.
Yeah. She got all the info, but we gonna go ahead and go to you, and then we'll let her make her information.
Because I talked about this on news. I talked about it on the last podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So just give me two questions. What is your main question that you're asking right now?
My main question right now.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of your suspicions? That's my main one right now. Do you have any suspicions? Because as he brought up, a lot of people are making it a race thing. Every time you catch a black person around some white people, something happened to the black person, and then nobody's being charged, nothing is going on. But let this had been the shoe on the other foot, and anything happens to a white person around a bunch of niggas, you guarantee somebody's gonna be arrested. What's your main point as far as that goes?
Well, I said it last podcast. If it was the roles was reversed, the kids would be finding shit from jail cell just like everybody else that were black, you know? But to talk about it, to do a real deep dive, right? The people that are backing the kids, right, which is their parents, are smart as
you
hell.
got into this, yeah.
They're smart as fuck, because as soon as the news broke that the nigga died, they lowered it up. So the lawyer,
Does that not show guilt to you?
it shows guilt, but it also shows
It's smart. Absolutely smart.
strategic.
Strategic.
Because
It don't show guilt though.
Yes, it does.
No, it shows that they know the law, nigga.
It's very strategic.
If we as black people just shut up and
no.
It's very
I want you
strategic.
to think of this shit not as anybody else, but as a nigga at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck would I lawyer up if I ain't did nothing wrong?
Thank you.
As a nigga, I'm going in that bitch. Like,
That see, and that's
I
where
know,
that's
I know.
where your mindset is.
I know,
fucked up.
I like this, I like this.
Even if you're innocent, you should automatically get a lawyer. You should do nothing. Nigga, I get a lawyer. I had to get a lawyer.
I never got a lawyer.
I had to get a lawyer. I knew I was innocent. Still got a lawyer. I didn't go public defender. Nigga, I want to go get a lawyer. The thing is because, bro, like it's a money thing, bro. Obviously, like it's hard for niggas in poverty to get certain shit. And you gotta go a certain route. So you may have to go sit in the jail, get a public defender, and all that, get a PR bond because they're getting more money from you. So them being the mom, what did they say? The mom was a judge or something, all that shit. She already know we gonna get y'all lawyers. We're not even gonna play around. We just gonna go. We're gonna get y'all lawyers, and then we're gonna go from there. That's what it is.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Because at the end of the day, she knows she's a judge. They gotta prove that you're guilty.
I'm gonna say one thing, then I'm gonna pass it to Emily. The only reason why I say that shit, right, is because as a black person and as a nigga, you give a fuck about everything that is said about you in the streets. Especially when you're doing some shit like this. So as a black person, you automatically think, if I go lawyer up, I'm going to look guilty. You play all this shit in your head. So you ultimately...
One of them said, no, they think about it too, because one of them said it. It's rumored that one of them said about their classmates is like, what does it matter? You guys already think we did
Exactly.
it.
So
is that the way you think about somebody that's a
thinking.
brother?
So
It's the
in
same-
my
it's the
head,
same
I'm trying to pitch
It's for-
my best innocence, and I'm trying to pitch my best. I ain't really do this
You
shit, so
think
I'm not
it's
about.
ignorance?
I'm not about to do
I
that.
think it's ignorance if you don't get a lawyer. We're
That's
all
what I'm
taught.
saying.
Yeah, we're all taught. You're supposed to be taught, nigga, that you don't even speak to the police. That's what
But
they're
that's your
supposed to
lawyer.
do. You know what? I'm getting a lawyer. I did what? Let me get my lawyer.
Okay.
Boom.
Emily, what's your take on this, man? We would love to know what you think, how you feel about it. Just give us a few points about it. What do you think, just as far as everything that you heard?
Okay. Well, I would say just off of basis as like a person. So like if I went on vacation with my group of friends, right? And one of my friends at one point wanted to go off with some other people, and we were supposed to stay a group. Like even when you go to the club with your friends, like you don't let your friends go off because you all know.
I'm going to the bathroom. You coming with me?
If you've ever been to like Port A, you know, like if you lose your friend on the beach, like you're not gonna find them again. That's how you stay together. I don't really know how big the area was.
Huge. It's
But
Orange
that's
Island.
kind of
It's a
just
whole
like
island.
the first red flag of like, okay, why did nobody know where he was? What was he doing? He was your friend, right? And then it's like, okay, the whole like phone call thing happened at this time, or like, what's it called? When they got lawyers
CETO.
and everything.
After
Okay.
CETO and when
Yeah.
they got back to the
So if I was on vacation with my friends and then my friend went missing, right? I didn't know where she was. Something happened. My immediate thought would be to go find her, or you know what I mean, express distress that I didn't know where they were, especially because like if we went there together, we leave together.
Right.
If something happened, somebody would know what happened. It's the fact that something happened and nobody knows what happened that makes it obvious that it was foul play. Whether it was like intentional or unintentional, it was still foul play. What makes it really, really suspicious, or like what makes it feel just off the, so what I saw, one of the things was, and this might be totally wrong, was like, there's like a theory that one of the guys like just fought him and it kind of got out of hand and like that's what happened, but they were just fighting over like a girl.
Yep.
And so what makes it like a weird like raise eyebrow on like race thing is that it seems like they were so overly prepared. Like the whole like CETO call thing, like that's pretty obvious that was like
Stage.
a like.
He's telling them to shut the F up. They didn't
I don't
want
want
to
to say
record it.
stage.
It feels like.
I think. Oh, I don't want to say stage. It just seems like the person on the phone knew what was happening. Like it was like a thing that they knew how to handle, right? And so then it was like, then one of the guys like called their grandpa or whatever who canceled the CETO. So obviously that makes it look like you did something. So like, and then it's like, okay, if my child is jumping on the bed and they fall off and bump their head and now they're bleeding all over the floor, you're gonna call 911. You're not gonna call a lawyer. And you're not going to say you don't know what happened. You're going to say my child fell off the bed. You know what I mean? You're not going to call a lawyer. That being said, in any situation with cops, I would also probably get a lawyer. But if it was my friend and they were missing and there was no possible, or like they were obviously found dead and there was no possible way that could go back to, in any sense, then I would tell them everything that, you know what I mean?
That
like
I know.
everything.
I'd be cooperative. I
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
make
a
you go to
lawyer.
my lawyer.
But that wouldn't be my first thought. Like if my
Understand that.
friend was found dead, I
Understand.
wouldn't have a lawyer until like, I don't know, like it seemed like, oh, okay, they actually didn't drown. Like if the cops literally told me like they did not, it wasn't accidental, then I'd be like, oh, okay, well then, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of like a weird thing, but like that wouldn't be my first thought. My first thought would be what happened to my friend. And it's the fact that nobody knows or whatever. It seems like they're just very over-prepared. And then, the whole, like, infrastructure of Missouri being not beneficial towards certain races and, like, the old money infrastructure. Like I said, the phone call thing, like, it seems like that thing kind of happens a lot. Like, that's what makes it weird. It's like they seemed like they already knew what to do. And then, like, the whole my parents a judge thing or whatever, like, it just seems too, like, textbook to look any other kind of way than it was an accident, but they already had the systems in place to help themselves.
Yeah, great take.
But I just wanted. Okay, before we move on,
Okay, go ahead. We got a little bit.
I just want you
We only got
to
a couple more.
how Ask her the $1 million question on this.
And I don't know, like, you know, every
Just ask her
single
$1 million.
detail about
I
this.
don't
or
even know how to
anything.
pitch it.
As far as the race.
Just the whole situation.
I mean, the $1 million question would be: is do you feel like they did it? Like,
Exactly.
Oh
do
yeah,
you
I mean
feel
it's obvious. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's
That's the
obvious
real
they
question,
did it
like-
because like if I did it or like if I
yeah, I feel like
if
you
I was in
answered
that
it a bit because you said
situation
it was kind of obvious
and
that
I
they foul play.
didn't do anything wrong, then I wouldn't be acting the way that they're acting.
Exactly.
And then like they do like the stupid interviews they did with that guy. Like I don't know why they did those because I feel like they obviously like snitched on themselves a lot. Like the
I'm
like
glad-
I said, the fraudulent slips
Because
that they
the-
do. Like they accidentally talk in past tense or they like accidentally say things
They sure
the
do.
wrong way.
Exactly. He talks about one guy
That's why
saying,
they
"That's
talk
my
about the
friend."
same.
But I'm glad she said that because it just goes for Reggie point. As a nigga, if I have nothing to hide, I'm not about to do all this antics to show that I'm to do all of this. So because, like she said, they lawyered up, they did this and did that, lets you know that I understand at some point that is intelligence, but sometimes that's just guilty conscience.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I want to touch on.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we touched on that.
Yeah.
Man, that was a great topic. Everyone has some great points. Man, I really appreciate your takes. With that being said, to the family of Nolan Wells, we send our condolences. To those other kids, we're hoping that you are not guilty. But with everything that's going on, man, it just looks really shady. We'll keep an eye out on this. We'll be talking about it more to find out. With that being said, we're going to move on to our next. But I'm saying what he's doing. We're back. And right now, what we're talking about, hold on. Right now, because we're going to continue this. I just wanted to address the camera because we back on.
Yeah.
We're talking about Chester Billard, man. He made bail. Your favorite villain, your favorite guy who likes to antagonize and talk about other races has made bail. It's been a whole bunch of race
Y'all see the
baiting.
Mexican dude who did it in Austin and got his ass beat?
That's what we was just about to get into is that he got children. He got kids out here, man, and they raising up. They out here. And I was talking to my colleagues that it's in the sense of freedom of speech. That's what he says, right? Freedom of speech. That's his whole approach. He comes up to you, hey man, yeah, do you believe in freedom of speech? Yeah, I believe in freedom of speech. Right, we can say what we want. They're censoring us too much, right? Yeah, they're censoring us too much. Well, what you think if I was to say the word nigga? Like, you know what I mean? And then they like, whoa, no, chill out. What would you think if I was to call you a chink? Oh, whoa, chill out.
Exactly. What word for you is that word where you just like, nigga, don't do that? Well, not nigga, but like don't do that.
You a woman, it's gotta be a B word.
No, the C word.
Cut.
Yeah, I don't.
Wow, no. Okay.
It makes my
So
skin crawl. I hate when
Okay,
guys
so
say
if
it.
somebody-
If that like leaves a guy's mouth just casually in a conversation, I will just never look at him the same way ever again.
okay,
Wow.
so
It's just like a weird kind of word.
I've
Like,
heard
and
that before.
nobody says it. Nobody says it. So like when a dude says it, you're like, oh, you just hate women. Like, ugh.
yeah,
You know,
so
it's
if
like-
if a guy says that to you, and you're like, yo, don't say that, and he says it again, and you act in a form of violence, and the guy takes violence against you, do you think that guy has self-defense rights, or do you feel like that's a hate? How
I
you?
don't know what he's asking. I just wish he asked it a little
That's the way
different.
he said that shit. Self-defense rods.
He does. Well, if he calls her the C word
No,
and she reacts like I smack you for calling me that, don't talk to me that way, and he
he does
says
it
it again, and
again.
she smacks him,
Hey.
and then he beats her ass.
I know that. I'm talking about the way he said rights was funny. Instead of saying rights, nigga said
Okay,
rights.
you childish.
Okay,
You childish.
now that we passed that point, if he beats your ass, do you feel like
He beat your ass. Go ahead, I'm sorry. We
if he
childish.
beats your ass, do you feel like that's self-defense right because you smacked him, or do you feel like it's a hate crime that was in place because he said something you didn't like and he rubbed you the wrong way?
Because you said it feels like he
Yes.
hates women if you're using that word. And I kind of agree with you because other women have said that. Like, bitch is one thing, yeah, you're disrespecting me, but if you say that right there, calling us that, like, it's almost
It's only
like
two
you're
words that women told
objectifying
me.
us.
It's
Yeah.
only 2
Mhm.
words that women told me that they hate. It's that word and voice. I don't know what it is with voice, but yeah.
Everybody get called moist.
Yeah.
But that one, for sure, I know. That's yeah.
Yeah, I think, well, so hate crime is like, obviously like either racially based, sexually based, like,
Mhm.
it has to be based off of like a genre of something, right? So like I
Right.
said, when they use like the C word, and it makes me, like, yeah, I think it has underlying tones of like your dislike for women, just like the use of the N-word shows a dislike for black people. Like I would see no reason for that. And I think that the whole like freedom of speech argument isn't necessarily valid because freedom of speech wasn't written in the Constitution to be like, oh, I can say whatever I want. It was put in the Constitution to say that I can speak on my political beliefs without repercussions. So like
No, for real.
when there were people like in, Korea where Kim Jong-un rules
Can we
and
get
nobody can
serious?
speak against the government without repercussions.
Right.
That's where freedom of speech doesn't exist.
No, for sure.
So-
For sure.
That's not what freedom of speech means.
Mhm.
To go up to somebody and yes, I think speak hatefully and then to enact
It's not
violence
necessarily
is
using
a
freedom of speech.
premeditated act. Like obviously he knew at some point, like that's what he was streaming. His whole goal was to get people to react. So
Hmm.
if
No.
that's your intention, I don't think that a self-defense play will.
Will work in that
Yeah.
situation.
And
That's why it took so hard.
It's
But I was also
premeditated.
talking-
I'm
Premeditated.
glad you say that because that's what Joe Budden touched on. Because when he first started popping off, they used to ask Joe Budden about this shit and he didn't speak on it. But when he finally got jail time for shooting that nigga, Joe Budden finally spoke up and he was like, the reason why I wasn't speaking on this motherfucker is because I didn't want to get this nigga time of day because I saw the fucking play from the beginning. And then Joe Budden himself said it, that he wish he would have spoke up sooner because he saw the play from the beginning. He said as soon as he saw 1 second of this nigga, he knew his only objective was to kill a black guy and get away with it. And that was his whole objective. So
Freedom of speech
he
is
wasn't
not
trying to give him
freedom
a
of
platform to
consequences.
blow up.
Simple.
But the nigga still ended up blowing up on his own. And because of that, situation happens. And Joe Budden says he regrets never speaking up on it because he could have, the nigga ended up living. But if that nigga would have died, he could have saved the Black Lives. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I'm just glad we get a different perspective on that shit.
Oh,
But
we
the
got
fact that that nigga post bond, I mean, the nigga,
it took a while though. I'm glad they, it took a while. Eventually they couldn't hold him forever, right? He eventually made bond, but his initial bail money and everything that they gained up to get him out was denied. They finally have done it, but I feel like this is all still, he's banned off social media. It's all still heading in the trending direction.
You can't make
I
it.
get his whole thing and where he's trying to go, but I just feel like, buddy, you're going at it in the wrong way. YK got some opinion about this. What you thinking?
Bruh, it's crazy to tell you, right? I ain't gonna lie. Everything that they're doing to him right now, depending on his lawyer, he gonna beat the case.
Mm.
for $1 million bond.
You wanna know why? Because the lawyer has to find just the slightest thing. That's why I was telling y'all about Warren Up. The slightest thing, right? And the thing is, I think they put
already
too
went to
much.
trial, so he has to find the slightest thing that the prosecutor.
So he already know he can't go.
No,
He's not on trial right now.
No, it's set for trial. He has to see trial. He's bailed out, but he's set for trial. So he has to find his defensive lawyers for him to win this bitch. They have to find whatever verbiage, whatever charge, or whatever the prosecutor said that doesn't align what they're trying to charge him for to get that nigga off. I hear him. I got him. I got him. Go ahead. Run it.
My thing is this, bro. Like, they're putting like, yeah, because what I'm about to say is about to fuck y'all up.
Here, you can play this.
Like, it's gonna fuck y'all up, bro.
No, it's not, because I kind of got to take where in this particular situation, like my personal take is a little bit different as opposed to what everyone else would probably think about it. Even though I do feel like, freedom of speech is not freedom of consequence. You go around calling people certain names and think that it's not gonna cause a reaction to somebody. It will. It will. You go around. You can say it all you want. We just had a recent situation with Dean the Great. And he's on some, I watch Dean the Great and Adrian Broner. I watch their streams all the time. That's a big part of why I do this. He's on stream with a guy and he uses the B word towards a Mexican or a Hispanic guy. And you watch the dude face immediately on stream change and he say, whoa, you don't say that. You know what I mean? So think if you Mexican and I'm any outside of bitch, what other B word could I call you?
Who called him that? Dean?
Dean said he didn't call him that. He just said the word. He didn't even call him that. He just said the word. And you immediately see his expression change and him say like, hey, yo, we don't use that word. So for people to be arguing that there's no freedom of speech, there's no this and that, no, there's freedom of speech, there's not freedom of consequences. Right? You say something, you better be ready for somebody to react, right? You go around Muslims and you get to telling them something about Allah, right? They're gonna look at you a certain way and be like, hey yo, there's whole wars going on about Christ and Allah. You say certain words to certain people, you're gonna get a certain reaction.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, like it's people looking at it is people looking at it like Chuck Builder versus like, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, realistically, the thing is that he's for one, he's probably going to get a lesser charge, and it's literally the United States. It's like,
well,
okay, the United States is right here. This is the United States. They're Tennessee, right? Tennessee is like, okay, do we go over a civil war over this, or we don't go over a civil war over this? Because this is going whatever they charge him with. If they don't charge him with attempted murder and give him the highest charge, bro, it's gonna break out anyway. All you gotta think, everything right now is like black and white right now. The last like fucking 4 cases, national cases, have been like black versus white. It's a bigger picture, bro. I think it's more. I think it's more gonna be a civil war, and they're trying to like.
It's right versus wrong. It's right versus wrong. I get it that it's always gotta be a black person or a white person versus black person versus white person.
I know it's right versus wrong, but that's what they're making it though. You gotta think a lot of people don't see it as right.
I'm not saying I disagree.
Right versus wrong. But the thing is like, okay, you got a black kid that just died, right? Oh, in Tennessee, we're dealing with this dude.
State.
We're dealing with this dude. Oh, and then in West Virginia, this lady just got hung by a tree. So it's like, bro, they're on.
And they said she did it herself. That was crazy. But
she committed suicide. Like
that's what they're saying. She committed suicide.
They always say that somebody who's hanging from the tree committed suicide. That I don't fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
But thing is that it's so much shit going on right now. You gotta see the bigger picture, bro. It's like it's some shit's about to pop off to where it's gonna be some civil war shit going on, and they understand like. I feel like they trying to find what it is, bro. Elon Musk just sued Colorado for fucking not being able to have his AI discriminate against fucking colored people. Literally, that like go look it up. That's all I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's bigger than what y'all think.
Colorado bad.
I feel like they could use the argument of like there's a very like small couple of reasons that they wouldn't sell you a gun, right? Like if you have intention to harm yourself or others, or you use it to commit a crime, basically. Right. So he was basically illegally carrying a gun because he had the gun with intention to use it, which is not why you should be carrying a gun. Mm-hmm. So if your intention, like I feel like that's aggravated assault. You're intentionally carrying a weapon, like aggravating another person to cause an altercation in order to.
Right. You know, could I argue my intent was to just create my content. I'm a spokesperson for freedom of speech. I'm out here. I just my only thing is to advocate for freedom of speech. I only want people to be able to say what's on their mind and speak freely in the United States when we say that's a privilege that we have. And I only carry my gun to protect myself because I know certain people react a certain way when you say a certain thing. Is that not a thing?
Look at that nigga and call him a fat ass nigga.
I told y'all he was gonna get
Look at her and call her out.
The C
Can
word.
I say F word?
Sure.
A punt.
Look at her and call her an F word.
What's that?
Okay, so you know right from wrong.
I
don't know myself.
I don't even know.
Whenever FAGGOT. Okay. Look at her and call her F word.
No, why would I do that?
Okay, look at him and call him a fat ass nigga.
Why the fuck would I do that?
Okay then, so you understand.
Okay, but hold
There's
on.
2 niggas right now.
Yes, that is.
Look at him and call him a fat ass nigga.
No,
Okay.
but
No,
that's just
that's 3.
You're arguing.
Yeah.
You a fat ass nigga.
Okay, shut up.
That's my best friend. You a fat ass nigga.
Okay, so my best friend is black and I call him.
That's crazy.
Okay, but that's your best friend. Now, my point, thank you for fucking bringing that up. Y'all don't know this nigga. She just started working with us. You're not about to disrespect her like that. You're not about to disrespect that nigga like that. So why the fuck do I have a camera and I'm going to the fucking public talking to other people that I don't know and saying all this crazy shit?
Because we're not activists. We're not activists.
It don't
and we're not
matter.
acting.
You're going to a
on the
regular
right
day.
level.
It's not like this nigga saying, hey, I'm throwing a party. Y'all come over here. We're trying to make content. No, this nigga's going to malls. Niggas is living a regular life. This nigga's going to regular social speeds. He's going to anything. And he's catching niggas in a regular day life. And he's like, yo, stop chipping out. Fucking. And niggas are reacting.
Yeah, we gotta
That's
bleep
true.
We gotta bleep the hard.
That's true. That's true. Hold on. No, that's true. But in the sense of this, like, and I swear I'm not sticking up for it. I'm only saying that there are certain points, right? He is doing that. One, with the content situation, right? A lot of content creators these days, it's already been exposed. So a lot of them are not letting nobody know anymore. You seen the videos I just seen you recently. Dude walking up to people, touching their dogs, talking to them, and opening their car door, hopping your car door, sitting in your car. You know what I mean? Doing disrespectful stuff, but they're not letting you know that they're just doing content until you're ready to react. So they're looking for a reaction. But it's content. It's content.
Okay.
It's where social
Yeah, but
media
content
is.
is content.
I get that with
Content
content.
ain't a legal thing for you to do stupid shit, illegal shit. It's
It's
illegal
very-
it's illegal for me to walk up to your car and open your door and sit in your car.
The whole thing is
Now, if I punch your ass,
the
am I
whole
wrong?
thing. You're not necessarily wrong, but the
Let me
whole
ask you-
thing in the
No,
eyes
nigga,
of the
no,
law,
no,
in the
no.
eyes of the law, you overreact.
All right.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
If you walk, if I
Okay.
shoot you,
That's why nobody's doing it.
Okay. Listen.
nigga, somebody's coming in my car
Kaisenet-
with my son in there, I'm shooting at you.
Kaisenet, Drewski, and Funny Marco, the biggest to ever come out of our generation. What have they done illegal for content?
None of these things, but we
Okay.
know. But the same
So-
way you mentioned them. Hold on. But the same way you mentioned them, right? There's I'm Real TV. There's what's the other boy named? Boot Gang. There's all these other content creators, right? Who
And
go
Duke was
above.
getting locked the fuck up.
But I'm just saying that's where I'm not arguing those. Chud had got locked up. There's a ton of other guys.
No.
Dean has been locked up.
Okay.
There's a ton of
All
other guys
them
who go
motherfuckers-
over and above
All
for
of them
content.
motherfuckers, have they ever been as big as the three that I named?
Not as big, no, but they're still content creators who still have a name.
So you can't pitch it that this is what you need to do to get famous because the three famous niggas from our generation didn't have to do that and they went way the fuck up.
Well, yes, because
Could somebody argue they're anomalies?
because content now is let's get a reaction. Let's do the dumbest shit to get a reaction.
Could you not argue that those
It's
are
different.
anomalies?
Shit
You
changes.
name the
What do you
three
feel?
biggest.
How do you feel?
I feel like if
Just the world now, people.
legally in the state of Texas, if you were to enter my property without my consent, I have the right to shoot you. So if you were to get in my car,
Are you necessarily going to though? Like, right? You see, what are you doing?
me
Nigga,
personally,
you got
as
it
a
wrong.
woman, if I had a Glock in my glove box and some random dude came up in my car and got in it, I would 100% shoot him. Like 100%. If somebody came in my apartment, what are you getting in my business? I don't care if you're filming content. You should be filming content. That's a crime. You're filming yourself doing a crime. So if you were to illegally
understand
enter
that.
my property, I would feel uncomfortable and unsafe and the need to defend myself because I don't know.
Yeah, you don't
and
know
I
what
didn't-
people doing. How many times you gonna
So I
pull
would
up
shoot,
to my
I would
house?
shoot your ass. Yeah.
How
for
many
sure.
times you gonna get
But
in my car?
I also don't intentionally walk up to people with the intent to,
Kill somebody.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, I feel that. Yeah, and we about to get into a quick of this or that, right? So, this or that, and I'm gonna go barrier, right? For you niggas, I'm gonna go Marvel vs. Capcom or Tekken.
Marvel versus Capcom. All day.
Yeah.
Marvel versus
Oh,
Capcom.
Marvel.
Or
You
Tekken.
remember the game Marvel
Marvel,
vs.
yeah,
Capcom?
Marvel versus Capcom, bro. All your favorite characters on there. I love Tekken to death, but it's not beating Marvel versus Capcom.
Okay, this is for everybody. Please chime in. Wingstop or Buffalo Wild Wings?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Thank you. B-dubs.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. I'll tell you what.
Thank you.
Speak on it.
Buffalo Wild Wings fries their shit in beef tallow, which is significantly better for you than like seed oils that like.
But their beef tallow is some bullshit because they reuse their beef tallow.
Well,
it's good.
it also tastes better, and it's like less bad for you, less fat, less bad for your digestive system. It helps you metabolize things more easily.
And they got better sauce.
You ain't have to go all scientific
Yeah.
into this shit.
She went scientific and he went hood
It's
scientific.
just less
yeah,
fat.
hood.
So like if I want, like straight protein, like wings are good, but not if they're fried in seed oil or
Okay.
peanut oil, or
This is another one for the group. Pop Tarts or toast?
Toaster strudels all day.
I can't even finish it.
Toaster strudels.
Toaster strudels.
Talk to me.
We're
You
not about
know-
to play this, man. Toaster
No. Because we're gonna have a silent factor. Because I'm not gonna leave her on the island. What are you about to say?
Sometimes you ain't even got time to sit there and wait for the toaster strudel. You just
So you
gotta
going Pop
grab.
Tart? So we gonna
brown
ask.
sugar
We gonna
Pop-Tart
ask the
beats
next
toaster
nigga.
strudel every day.
You could put a toaster strudel in the toaster.
No, we gonna ask the cameraman. Pop Tarts or toaster strudels?
No. You
No,
can't
we
say
can
neither. motherfucker.
no. You have to pick one.
If I pick one, it's gonna be Pop Tart.
I take
Pop-Tart
brown sugar
Because
Pop
it's
Tart.
convenience
Yeah.
and they,
Toaster strudel
Shelf
is the
life.
same fucking convenience.
No, it doesn't. You have
just
to cook
because
it.
you want to spray some fucking icing on it, don't mean it's nah.
This is stupid.
You don't spray some fucking icing on it.
You want to rub icing on shit? I want to take it out the package, get to it, go down my day.
Okay, I want to ask y'all. Yeah, I'm about to go on like a little run with y'all.
Is that a possible clause?
Yeah. Let's go. Come on.
AB, Antonio Brown or Jay Jettis? Who you want? your-
AB.
Maybe all day.
Okay. Fruit of the Looms or Hanes?
Haynes.
Haynes. She can answer that question too.
Oh, I don't wear either of those.
Sorry.
I don't know.
That's what
Haynes.
Haynes.
Okay, KFC or Churches?
Churches.
She can answer that question too.
I already talked to her before.
Oh, you know,
She's
oh,
going
I
to
never
churches.
had
Okay.
either.
KFC
Okay.
or churches?
Mhm.
Nigga, churches.
All right, PS2 or 360?
360.
360.
360.
Okay, my fault. That was open. Okay.
Wait. Just a moment.
Okay. This is for you. Olivia Rodrigo or Billie Eilish?
Ooh, that's kind of a hard one.
Nah, I need you to speak on it.
I-
Olivia Rodrigo or Billie Eilish? Let's talk about it.
I would say Billie Eilish just because of the wide demographic
Billie
that
Eilish
she
or
can
who?
reach.
Nah.
I feel like Olivia Rodrigo, a lot of like her songs are so good, but they're so good to a certain demographic of people that they don't hit the same for like everybody else. Like a lot of Olivia Rodrigo songs, because she wrote them as a teenage girl experiencing the same things that other teenage girls experience.
Don't
You
you
might
think that's why she
not
had a
like
beard?
her music as much as you would, or like you might not like it as much as I would because you can't relate to it as much. But Billie Eilish, a lot of it is not a lot of it is like that too, but some of it's just very open for
I could see that, but then for Olivia Rodrigo, right? I mean, like
Billie Eilish inspired, and she's
for Olivia Rodrigo, nostalgia, right? Not necessarily you saying like, but everyone has like a cousin or a girl cousin, right? Or someone who's younger and listens to that stuff, and you're saying like, okay, like she feeling it, and then you know what I'm saying, you be like, okay, she listening to that. You know, it's kind of like for black people, it's like when your girl cousin listen to Pretty Ricky or something, right? She listening to it, or you know what I mean? Just these younger girl artists. Or boy artists, when your younger girl cousins, they listen to them, you're like, she bumping this all the time.
ESPN alert.
It's like Taylor Swift. Like it's just a certain
Same.
demographic.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, for
most
sure.
guys probably don't like Taylor Swift because most of her songs are female experiences.
All right. It's my favorite topic, my favorite shit to go over, man. I hope y'all love it too. This is hiding in plain sight, and I ain't gonna waste your time. I'm gonna jump right into it. Pause.
And I'm
That
that.
nigga Vaughn.
And we paused it all the way through this whole. So I just want to let you know, this is my homie right here. Actually, we're not even gonna get into that. R. Kelly, we gonna ask at this table because you gotta explain these lyrics, nigga.
Talk to us.
So you said, and I quote,
replay.
How you feel about that? No, because I want you.
No, you gotta
No,
replay. You gotta replay.
I'll play it one more time. This is niggas talking to another nigga, real quick.
Explain
so,
that.
So just
Definitely
think about
explain
me
that.
talking to these niggas, cause he named 2 niggas. I just wanted to catch you up. Imagine me talking to these niggas like this. R.O.B.
I would say that's definitely pretty gay. It can be. I say it's all about the context. In a different context, if it was said aggressively, I feel like bring that ass to me can mean like I'm gonna beat your ass, like come here, like like meet me wherever.
I'm
you
so
know?
glad
If
you
it was said
said
in an
that.
aggressive standpoint, but that song is very like sensual.
So the song is called "Fucking You Tonight."
Oh, okay, then that's definitely.
So
I didn't
my
play
cousin,
side if
I
haven't
just want to
seen
get you some
He
because my
just
cousin.
publicly asked them the fuck.
Never seen
So listen. My cousins be trying to. They do want me
That's
to
an
put this shit.
interesting
on
take.
it-
I've
on
never
this.
said that before. Like,
Right.
I want to fight you. Bring that ass to me.
My cousins didn't want me to put this shit on the topic because they fuck with this song so much and they know what he was trying to say. So their pitch, and I just want to know if you heard it, right? On the first listen, did you hear it? They said he was telling Puff Daddy and B.I.G. when he said, bring that ass to me, he was talking about the girls that you with, bring them to me. Did you ever hear that?
Oh, like he was referring to women as ass, like
Exactly. So
that ass, like those girls.
So
like,
if
those
Rob
girls to
and
me.
Reggie was
No,
with some
you're
bitches,
lying.
if Rob was
They're lying. I'm
was
sorry.
with some bitches, and I said, "Hey, yo, Rob, Reggie, bring that ass to me," would you think that I was talking about the girls?
You know,
No.
that might play, but that's kind of a stretch.
Yeah,
think
yes, that's way cap.
it would really have to, like, you'd literally have to be like talking about like, oh yeah, we're with these girls right now, and there's like a bunch
Exactly.
of others,
You would never
and then
lead
you
with
hit that, bring that ass to me,
Bomb. You
bro.
want to be
But-
me.
Yeah, but
Or
this
you gotta
is-
be like,
but
oh
this
no,
is
bring
like-
that ass to me.
this
That
is
ass right
straight,
there is
like,
fine.
wall grinding music. Like,
I would never do that in a
That's
million
like
years.
that's-
Bring that ass to
No,
me.
I would never say bring that ass to me.
Okay,
That's
okay.
undercover. That's DL.
Okay, so would you consider that hiding in plain sight?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's DL.
All right,
for sure.
hide in plain sight.
He said, "Do you want to be me, Puff Daddy, B.I.G. Bring that ass to me." There's no context needed there. That nigga gay.
Hiding in plain sight. Last one for hiding in plain sight. I just want to pick your brains on this. I know everybody fucking loves Ludacris, but I just want to hear what y'all got to say about this.
I heard some questionables in there, but I think you're reaching.
He's reaching.
I'm reaching. I'm gonna play it one more time.
Bangkok and Bangkok.
Yeah. Come on.
He's probably saying I'll Bangkok like I'll Bangkok.
But hold on, like,
And Bangkok like I'll fucking bitches in Bangkok like.
yeah,
That's
but
reaching.
you banging cock, that's like them lady boys.
No, but I think he's saying I Bangkok like nigga. He's talking about his cock in Bangkok like in Bangkok.
Nah,
Everybody in
man.
a fucking lady boy in Bangkok.
That's a lot of
What's the
them.
percentage?
They, you
I
know
don't
what
know.
they
I'm
say?
not from there.
You know what they be saying? A cake is still a cake, even if it has a candle. Yeah.
Okay. Wait. I'm gonna play it one more time. No. Reggie. I'm gonna play it one more time, and I'm gonna ask you about something else that he said on the help, right? Okay. So listen. He says.
See? How do you hit the same spot?
I turn and hit the same spot. What spot is that?
Because he banging that
I
cock.
hit the same spot.
He Bangkok and Bangkok. I turn. I
Can't
Bangkok. I Bangkok and Bangkok. I
Can't stop.
I turn and hit the same spot.
Same spot.
What spot is that?
He banging
You
cock
hit it from the
already.
back.
I turn. So
You are, aren't you?
So
You are, aren't you?
no. Because I just
You
want to put it
are,
in
aren't
perspective. I want to put it in perspective. You're hitting it from the front. You turn. I turn and hit the same spot.
Turn it
What
around.
spot am I hitting?
Diabolical.
You ain't hitting shit if you turn around.
Okay, she here. I
What?
turned and hit the same spot.
Think
What
not?
spot am I hitting?
Do you think not?
What spot am I hitting?
Do you think not?
I turned. He said I turned and hit the same spot. What spot am I hitting? I just want to put it in perspective.
Maybe my brain just saying what's some color. I just don't get it.
I feel you. I'm just trying to understand. He said I banged cock.
In Bangkok.
I turned and
Same spot.
how does that correlate?
Interesting.
Without being hiding in plain sight.
Interesting.
Because if what I understand from this hoe, then nigga fucking some ass.
You probably say I got a few hoes. I'm trying to hit the
Nah.
same spot. I'm trying to hit the other bitch. Hit this bitch. I turn and hit the other bitch.
That's a great sales pitch. But what the nigga said, I turned and hit the same spot. I thought the nigga was hitting some ass. He turned around and let the ass hit him.
No, because then it'd be I turn and they hit the same spot.
No. Because you gotta cut it
It's still the
short.
same spot.
Yep. I turned and hit the same spot.
You
He
know
didn't
the
say I
same-
turned and hit the same spot.
Yes, he did.
He said I turned and hit the same.
I turned and hit the same spot.
Okay,
He
so
said
what
I
is that?
turned and hit the same spot.
And
He didn't say I turned hit the same spot. It's I turned and hit the same.
because he's telling you, he's like,
Okay,
I turned in, hit the same spot.
Right. What does that and got to do with the sentence? Please.
Exactly.
But just explain the and.
Nigga, he said and I turned in.
No, that's why it's high. No,
Chris
that's
said
why it's
I
high.
turned in plain sight.
That's why it's high.
It all depends on how you say it. Cause
No.
turn and hit the same spot, nigga.
That's why it's high,
You gotta
because
say
he tried to
something.
slip
What was
that
his next-
in
What was
in.
his next right? What was his next?
Think not. I just told you what it is.
No.
Think not.
Yeah, it was thank not, but I'm gonna play for him. I'm gonna play with him.
Keep going.
He pimping lady boys.
Did you say pimp him or pimping like?
Yep. Pimping like Bishop. Magic. That's why it's high.
Or you saying pimp him like I pimp him, like Bishop?
That's why it's high. I pimp him. I pimp him.
PM, nigga.
I pimp him.
Exactly, I pimp him. I pimp him.
No,
I pimp him,
Let me
nigga.
ask him one question. I just want to ask you one question.
I pimp him.
How many kids you got?
3.
Okay. In that journey, have you ever turned and hit this dance?
Alright, hey, we done. We done.
Hey, it's out the mud, y'all.
Hey,
Out the mud.
hey, and we gonna go ahead and get some white voice from Ron. Go ahead and do it, bro.
Out the mud. This out the mud, y'all. We going up in this bit. We got YK52 ready. We got that nigga Vaughn out the mud. We finna. Don't forget my homie Emily. Listen here. Wise words from Rob, man. This is official right here. We done all been here before. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. Right? The grass ain't always greener on the other side. And this connects in so many of the situations that we discussed here today. Whether it be the NFL and players getting traded to other teams or requesting to be traded to other teams. Whether it be Nolan Wells, right? That black guy who always feels like it's best to be in this neighborhood as opposed to that neighborhood. As black people, so often we get caught in that predicament where there's so many people who feel like because they stay next to white people that it's so much better and ain't no more crime than as to stand next to black people, right? And then you bring your black family over there in that white neighborhood and y'all get treated differently. Okay, right? That's a part of this. That's why I say the grass ain't always greener on the other side. You turn your head and your back on your folks, and then something happens on the other side where you say, well, damn. You understand me? Well, I left this community over here because I didn't want any crime to happen. I didn't want anything. I wanted a safer environment for my kids. And then your child is over here, and the same result happens. Now, one would argue, I'm not blind to the fact, I'm not ignorant. One would argue, it's less likely to happen over here. Well, what isn't, what I'd argue back towards that, what isn't, is that most crimes happen where you live at. The majority of the crime that happens to folk happens in their neighborhood. The majority of criminals commit crimes in their neighborhood. You know what that means? You harm the people who are around you closest, right? Anybody who's feeling a certain way. You think I'm from Colorado? James Holmes. You think James Holmes wasn't from Aurora, Colorado? Well, guess what? Yes, he was. You harm those who are around you closest, and that's why I picked this as Rob's wise words today. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. You may be working a job and then you see something's going on over here. We've had this situation recently where we're working somewhere. We have a colleague leave. They go over somewhere else. They're doing fantastic. Guess what? We're thinking, man, maybe we should go over there. But maybe that don't fit us. Maybe that traffic ain't for us. Maybe where we are and we just need to refine on our technique and get better at what we're doing to make it better and make it fit more for where we at. That's wise words with Rob today. Sorry, wise words with Rob today, right? It ain't always, the grass ain't always greener on the other side, man. Be careful what you do. Watch out who you surround yourself with. And that's not it. Podcast today. Thank you.
That's not it.